Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Don't forget, if you like the video, click on like and subscribe and talk about it on chat lines, wherever it is your social media activities, and help us to grow and help more people. I'll talk to you soon. Mr. High Class says, male 34, Holland. Says, I overthink everything and having trouble living in the moment. Yes, very important. I know I'm overthinking, but I just can't stop thinking about everything, even when I think I can't control it. You can't or you can. I can't stop thinking about everything, even when I know, even when I know I can't control it. Well, why do you want to stop thinking? You don't need to stop thinking. Let the thoughts be. It's like saying, I want to stop the river so I can see the water. You just look at the water, any corner of it that you want. You don't have to keep looking at the whole river. If you want to look at the water, you don't have to keep looking this. Water, water. It's moving. No, you just take one pour and look at that and enjoy it. Relax with it. So thoughts are like a river, constantly coming, yeah? You don't have to catch all of them. You don't have to interpret all of them. Why is this here? What did it say? What does it mean? First of all, you're not the brain. Brain is not you. You're not thoughts. Thoughts are not you. So it doesn't matter what's out there. You don't have to find out why they're there. They're there and have nothing to do with you because they're not your thoughts. They're brain's thoughts. You're not responsible for their production. Secondly, you're supposed to be judging them, meaning you let them be like the river. You pick a point that you're interested in, that point of the river. It's deep or it's shiny or it's nice flow on that very spot. So you just enjoy that, pick that one and enjoy it. So if there's a thought that you think is useful, you pick that thought. The rest of them, let it go. You don't have to hold all the thoughts because they've been produced, so I have to see what they are. No, you have no mandate, no need, no necessity for actually comprehending or focusing or choosing or paying attention or interpreting any thoughts that shows up in your brain. None. That's brain's mandate to make thoughts. Your job is not to follow what it does and figure out why it's there, because there is no reason for it be there. The brain has no reason to making thoughts. It just makes thoughts. You're supposed to see if it's useful to you or not. And most of them, you just don't even pay attention because you're paying attention to what it is that you have conjured up, what it is that you're busy with, what thoughts you have initiated. There's a difference. There's a thought that you initiate, you use the apparatus of the brain and make thoughts with the inventory of the things that is in the consciousness for a certain purpose and reason for advancing your what it is you want to accomplish out in that day. And there are brains using, and then there's brain that uses its own apparatus making thoughts. That is his job. And therefore, while you're doing your own thing, you don't pay any attention to what the brain does. None. Hundreds of thousands of thoughts, you don't care. You just focus on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. If you're not thinking at all about anything specific, you have no mandate, you have nothing you want to do, and then these thoughts come up, ignore them. Or you just simply say, oh, okay. You notice them all, but you ignore them. You don't have to get into the roots of where does it come from? What does it mean? Why is it here? I should know. No, why? Because it's like trying to pay attention to someone who's got some kind of a mental difficulty and it's uttering some stuff out of his, like you pass by the street and you see somebody's saying all kind of thing. At first you think they're talking to you, or then you think they're angry about something. Then you figure out, oh, they're just having a little bit of an issue. They're just talking to themselves, or what it is that has created this condition in them. They are just talking. So what do? You try to stand there and see what they say and make sense out of it. No, you say, it's none of my business. It's not mine. And it doesn't involve me. It's irrelevant to me. So you pass by. Same thing about the brain's thoughts that is making 90,000 of them a day. You ignore and consider it as an issue or consider it irrelevant to you because they are. They're not your thoughts. They're the brain's thoughts. Its job is like any other organs that you have. They have a job, they have a mandate. And they do what they do, not because you wanted them or you didn't want them. They just do that. And you judge them. You see if it's, you got to do something about it or not. Yeah. All day long, intestine is busy trying to dissect, try to analyze, try to digest, and try to break down all the nutrients of different kinds and take the energy out of them, and then what is not turned into energy turns into feces, accumulates them molecule by molecule. Yeah, but all day long you don't pay attention to it because you're busy with doing other things. It's doing its job, and you're doing your job. When it's time for you, it gives you a signal that you got to go to the bathroom and let the residues go out so the intestine continues its flow. Brain is also doing the same, is throwing shit out. You're not supposed to pay attention to it. Only when it's time for you to maybe find one of them useful, you got to do something with it, or you just have a short opinion about some kind of a dilemma or whatever, and that's it. But you don't focus on its activities all day long because it's making some production of something. You don't. You ignore it like you ignore your intestine. Other organs are doing their things, and there's so many things that they're fixing and not fixing, and or maybe sometimes you have a little bit of pain. And what do? Some of the pains you actually pay attention to, some of them you just ignore because it's just maybe some muscle cramp or whatever. Your knowledge helps you. So now your knowledge have come to the point that you know that the brain does make lots of shit up, that none of them are valuable. So when your knowledge is there that the brain can make shit up and it's useless, irrelevant, is like a crazy part of you that constantly comes up with bullshit. So what do? You ignore. Now the knowledge tells you you don't have to pay attention to everything that this idiot does. So you don't. You just pay attention to what it is you choose to pay attention. So your choices and vetoes is what sets the tone for your day. Brain keeps making things, you veto. Don't even, after a while, you become so good at it that you don't even notice these thoughts until you need something. Then you go search and see if there's some kind of a calculation that you can do to help yourself or whatever it is that you want to, accomplish. Otherwise, you don't follow what the brain constantly conjures up. That's, ludicrous. All right. Subscribe on my channel, visit my channel, and go through the videos that you might be interested in. Mind@seekstruth.com is making it one step away to talk to me one-on-one on Skype and discuss what's concerning you. I'll talk to you soon. But we too, like the iceberg, have 1,000 times bigger powers that is not visible, and we must. Why? Is it something we're rambling on and I expect you to accept it? Or is there actually another power within us? Would you come and help me out? Okay. What I want you to do is put your hands underneath my arms and just lift me up. There we go. Okay, now, that's my physical part, right? Same thing, again, with that. Just want to see if there's any difference. Go ahead. Now, go ahead. Now, this, go ahead, when you're ready.
Go ahead.
So you see, this is different than what he was doing, and I'm not really doing anything. You convinced?
Yeah.
So are you guys convinced that there is something other than, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.